Good evening.
Good evening. Hey, sir. You good evening. DJ Q who tea green idiot.
Where who pa?
Q who?
Only if you share the moon and on cash.
And I love our boy a fico so say who tea green.
When you know my come for me.
Sir.
Tata.
Then I'm kind of cool.
Oh, I'm feno hot.
Hey. What did you say Q because I said me?
Hey, Q the one cash you.
Oh, okay. That is a fico a sexy power.
Fico
romantic. Oh, I said.
Q the moon romantic.
John for any day. Yeah, no.
Peter mom.
Oh, I'm at me and then my.
Okay, so and then
Ghana Talks Radio #1.
And then Yankasepi. Yankasep the election a year saying jubilation and that's who you munti yanya kasabebre and fine kasabebre. Yes. And today we want to say a little words to President-elect John Dramani Mahama as he emerges winner. Say on say a lot of presidential candidates or aspirants are more contested for the presidential seat, but two people are not among Tokwanimu yet Dempa, President Mahama and Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. God being so good, no. John Dramani Mahama nyaye. So looking at his policies and looking at his I think 150 is a 120 day initiative now our launch, DJ Cham. I believe that you know what is going on in Ghana. You've seen how, I wouldn't say that you've seen how MPP have deteriorated the economy, have squandered our money. Now the Ghana economy is very, very, very difficult. And the Peter Amewu, he said it himself that the Ghana economy is very, very difficult. And you know what words do you have for President-elect? Oh, shining crying and answer oh ding, because the tax ahead of him no. And you market wa. Yeah.
Obey Juma. Obey Juma. Or no, say and fan bra. All right, so I'm at him the good evening once again to everyone. I think we the youth voted NPP out based on how hardship the economic, $2 to a cedi 17. I'm say recently share number 14 to 15 cedis. That is surprising. And then again, they make me a catch or man penny say on kind of who say yana yasan kwatrenaba. So in this case, if he misses or fail to do whatever he promised to do, on kind of who say the way his opponent the same route, and maybe that will be even more than how we did to NPP government, because we really know say we were dying hard. That's why we elected him for upcoming president in 2025. And also, I remember people were telling him recently, I think that was today, say the most important thing for most of the youth is say first thing about power now in few days on betting tax and we here and we here
and no pay
and yeah no pay on e-levy and we here on seriously on e-levy, and then again on say your economy be very stable, whereby prices your cotton normal addition $1 cost for and those kind of stuff yes reno 24-hour economy now can make sure say a baby and in the kakam woman.
Okay, looking at the e-levy, the past government, which is NPP, presidents, I don't know if since they've not done the transition, he's still the president here. So President Nado Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Bawumia, they specifically told us that this e-levy they initiated would generate 11 million jobs, and they'll use the fund to pay other sectors and all that. So I feel why don't they maintain the e-levy? Because if they claim that the e-levy can initiate or produce 11 million jobs, Mahama should find a better policy regarding that e-levy, so that at least to me
e-levy was not generating any 11 what to the nation.
They said that they would generate 11 million jobs out of that e-levy, but
out of the e-levy how many people almost sending SCA every day?
Each and every day, someone sends money.
Yes. How many people are more in and out for driving and a toll booth in the Ejuma? Every single day, Ufi, Kaswana, Oko, Ebia, Accra, and I say, Biako, in and out to be out toll booth.
Yeah.
So, me say, even 400 Ghana cedis, say, to me, by 50 cedis as e-levy. Driver do saying, and I said, driver do saying, a call from Kaswa to Accra, but some call him to me 10 times in a day. Driver by couple. Let's say 3 cedis and I say even 5 Ghana cedis compared to the e-levy. Then again, Tamamoto way, you also, Tobu also. I think say in some road so there are so many places at Tobu to 100 man can generate much revenue. I mean, they buy. Media will be some America say Mahama on some concofa Tobu in the family on can see 11 because that was a very good revenue and a genetic car. At the more minor. And you know, Oima will be some yeah.
Okay, so my own little words also. So to the president-elect of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, we congratulate you, and also say the work before you, the task before you is a very tedious one. So Becca say ayemra nani panobo because looking at how the economy is currently is very, very, very bad. And we elected you. No one elected you as president. Ghanaians elected you as president. I feel that because of the trust they have for you, the belief they have in you. And also when you also, excuse me to say, when you also mess up, we would also give it to you with Chatan really did well. He got almost 84,000 plus votes. First time in history.
Yeah.
He really, really, really did well. And he said, Mahama, one say yeah, once one yard there, you be away from there, the chadaba. Say, oh no, some mess coming on Quandia.
Said nobody is the same.
But now looking at the power Mahama is having currently. Now let me say NDC MPs, they are amounting to almost 170 something MPs in Parliament currently, and NPP are about 67 MPs, and the independents are like 3. So they really have power.
Yeah, Ohima, I think say that is very true. So what we are trying to say is yes, it is true that the economy, the NPP economy party destroyed everything, especially I can't my body to honor and this kind of stuff. Yeah, it will take him much time to restore or anything. But I also believe say if NDC is very stronger, wherever money baby should be quite fast some of the MPs, the political the high people, high places people in wherever those who build this estate near within those kind of things, I think they should question them where they get the money from. They should start investigating.
I don't know the truth of this matter, but I learned that some MPP MPs wanted to travel out of Ghana, but allegedly Malik was able to stop some of them from traveling out. I don't really know how true that is.
Before a NDC ebe win election, Babontin said if say NDC win, most of the people in NPP will start moving out from the country.
And they've already started moving out.
Because I don't know the money be a scanner share. So what I say. So if you know where the money is at, I don't know the ABA scanning. Yeah, they be. So you see that maybe the party will try to jail you or put hands on your or freeze your account or whatsoever until the very say that say now another statement to be by with documents by and they said even some of the NPP MPs and I said top they are changing their business names into other people's names. So what I say I think say Mahama have a lot of work to do, but then
and also my biggest concern is about the National Cathedral, the money being pumped into that, and also Cecilia Dapa scandal. They should try and also look into that.
With this one, if I'm Mahama, that cathedral, and Kahon best starting in 24 hours.
I don't know what they are.
Oh, seriously?
Then I what?
Hey, Juma, the better factory. And since no, some of it
oh, okay.
I will try and do it self, but me find BBI is not generating anything for the nation or something. Okay. No. It's only
all right. Okay, so it's our last story for today. The New Patriotic Party ex-Vice President Dr. Mahama Dubawumia has raised serious concern about the act of violence being perpetrated by some alleged supporters of the National Democratic Congress. In the aftermath of Saturday's election, NDC supporters have already gone on rampage and are looting public and private property. In Ayawaso North Assembly in Greater Accra, freezers were seen being carried away. In the Nadmo office, NDC supporters attacked officials who were at work. Constituency officers of the New Patriotic Party have been violated and destroyed. In Tamale, the Agric office and the school feeding warehouse has been looted. And also some areas which this happened: Domikwabina, Okaikwe Central, Ablekuma North, Tema Central, in Sawum, Adwejui, Suhum, Akwetia, Fatia Kwa North, Panda, a whole lot. So DJ Cham.
NDC supporters SSA.
Yes, NDC supporters SSA Nyama. And aside that, some of the reason why they are doing this, you wouldn't really know. But one thing I know is some people are still asking for parliamentary results. Up to now, we've been saying because in Dokwan one constituency here, they both MPs are or more preho. Always say me winnie, when say me winnie, and all that. And so Bibi Kakra, wow.
Or him won't say, when we need tea and our cabanas are likewise, and people also we need. That was the same habitat NDC for and as NPP for so but in this case, to that extent, so they are destroyed because I think say all social media yeah, to see you on a billboard. They start destroying more and but and first and first so obi an adwin bom obetumi kwampos you and as to man as baby because they've invested a lot and then the one hands when winning doesn't mean say they are not in Ghana or they cannot contribute to the nation and I say baby NDC supporters once the amount youth nebu for and said that is the mama man my head. Nothing is going on. There's no jobs, and especially betting tax. No, they could do na. Seriously, betting tax they could do na. Then in Nigeria, crampo. Ghana is way back, way forward, better than them. And I say in some way, no. I'm comprehensive and for betting tax behind Thomas. Now you're in Ghana. How? So this have made the youth very wild to that extent. Say even if you are not even careful. The video, the last time video I'm sharing, and he said, "Pool electricity pool. I'm a buff flag, no NPP flag, no what top with their bill, no NPP now the power or shirt t-shirt and a see back on gone so on front on the uniform black. So just look at it. So they've really got the youth very, very, very angry on this issue. So and then they should take it like that. If say a baby be into Kabesi and consider that. So aside aside some
Tepa I heard there is very serious because military have been deployed to that place. It will tutu is then they'll possible
they are banning we should just keep it calm and also see whatever that happens. But at the end of the day, if you are a youth but your partner we need stop destroying things and stop say room for that should be until concern bro.
All right, so Sister Debbie, to you, the NDC supporters have allegedly been destroying properties, going to collation centers, destroying ballot boxes and all that. What do you have to say about that?
Well, the places for me, I've identified that ballot boxes were actually destroyed and then the ballot papers were burnt into ashes, were places where the the agreed, or let me say the numbers of voters that have already voted, like their numbers of ballot papers has already been brought to the center. Then after that, it was alleged that an illegal box was also brought to be counted. That was when I noticed that some youth actually bent the boxes and stuff. And I would say that it's not only NDC supporters. This is a situation where it's like the citizens are already fed up with the government in power, and then they are in need of change. They are in need of a person who will actually hear them out. And so most of the youth are doing that not because they are NDC supporters. I know definitely NDC supporters also did that, but most of them are some MPP members, because I've even seen videos where MPP people in the shirt, supporters in the shirt, saying that they are fed up with their party, and so they just need change, not because they wanted Mahama to be president, but because they just need change. Like they just want the MPP party out of government. But what we are saying is that, well, they shouldn't do it too much. I mean, the ballot papers they bent and stuff, for me, I believe it was the papers that they brought in after the actual papers were counted. And it was alleged that those papers were they were not even having a stamp of the EC on it. It has already been stamped. Should I say that? Yeah, before they brought it in. So I think what they've done is enough. They shouldn't do exceedingly above what they are supposed to do, or else when you are caught, bear it in mind that you actually face the consequences. But then the supporters actually did that, like out of happiness, like out of joy, because they are happy that no, the MPP government is out, and they don't want anybody to bring any paper again to count, saying that no, we want, even though the MPP government is out, we are trying every possible means to do something. Although this election, we've seen that they've tried every possible means to rig the election, but sincerely speaking, Ghanaians have shown that they really need change, and so they stood their grounds. So that's all. But then I don't really support them.
Now, John Dramani Mahama is president-elect. Your words to him, and you bring your words to a close.
Oh, okay. Sincerely speaking, I would say that like everyone is happy, seriously, that he has actually won the seat. He has been elected as the president of Ghana, and the youth are actually like expecting, not only the youth, like Ghanaians are actually expecting a lot from him, because this election actually was not between Ghanaians and NDC, it was between Ghanaians and the MPP government, seriously, because they've really shown the MPP government that we brought you into power. You didn't actually come because of your own power or because of the authority you have. We actually put you there, so we still have the power to kick you out when the time is up. And so if President Mahama has been voted into power, there are a lot of things the youth are expecting him to do. The other day I was saying that even if he won't do anything, there are 3 things he's supposed to do. One is to stabilize the cedi to the dollar, if not anything at all. Like the cedi and the dollar should correlate to the extent that even if it will not be too much, like to the extent that we, the citizens, will feel relief when we go in to buy things. We can actually feel that there have been a change. We know that he's not a magician. He cannot actually bring change like all of a sudden. It will take time, but then you should make sure that the cedi to the dollar is stabilized. The e-levy should be abolished. COVID levy should be abolished. A betting tax should be abolished.
COVID levy
emission tax, COVID tax, tax in a whilst COVID is past and gone, but we are still paying all those taxes. So there are certain things that like we are actually expecting him to do, as I said earlier on. So should stabilize the cedi to the dollar, make sure that at least the cedi to the dollar is like somehow correlating. Even though we know, as I said, he's not a magician to do all things, but the petty things we are expecting him to do, he should do that. If not that, then the same people who actually booted the MPP government out are the same people that are going to boot the NDC, the NDC out. Yes, because you see, this election, it has really it's a lesson to the politicians, seriously, a very big lesson. Because this election, we actually, to me, I thought the election would be so dangerous, but no. For me, I believe this election was one of the best elections we've had. Seriously, because in all, even though there've been clashes somewhere, but at the end of the day, like, we still had the best. People tried. See, the citizens stood their ground. Ghanaians stood their ground. I mean, they know what they want, and they've actually went in for what they've been longing for this long period of time. And so what we are saying that John Dramani Mahama, don't let anyone give you pressure. Don't let anyone pressure you at all, that, or maybe I've actually stood in for you, so appoint me as a minister. Don't go appoint somebody that cannot actually exhibit his functions, that cannot work. Someone that will be in office, and then, I mean, 24 hours, no paper even coming on your table to know what is actually going on. You should feel comfortable and choose people that can actually work for the country. And you should make sure that all those corrupt officials during MPP government will be prosecuted. If not, even with that one alone, we know that you're actually doing something. So those petty things like that, we know them. We know that a lot of the MPP ministers and staffs have been indulging corruption and staffs, and so you should make sure that those people are prosecuted. And I'm so happy that, I mean, they are doing everything possible so that they don't travel out of the country. No one is supposed to travel. They should stay, so that they will actually bear the consequences. They have to dance to their own rhythm of the drum they've bought themselves. And so if he's able to do that, and then those taxes is being abolished, and then the city to $1 is actually working out, trust me, even if I know his time is up, but then the NDC party will still look attractive to come into power again.
Yeah. Right. DJ Cham.
Yeah, Ohima, so Debbie said a lot. So especially people are really concerned about this dollar stability, especially car parts, and those who do import cars and those kind of stuff. They are waiting for this government to, make their dollars very stable. And at the end of the day, the youth is also up to this NDC to, make things, if not much jobs, those kind of how this free education system is going, you should try and do something about it, because this thing is more than free education, and people are spending a lot on their awards and other stuff. So that is it. And also to these NDC supporters, still the votes, but they should be very, very careful on things that they do, because I know the realness and you'll be there on no show of constant who say I had not for the near and say chuk. Now, PBR in us and so that's all from me.
All right. Who will be this?
Yes, so like we've already elected a president. We've already elected President John Mahama. There is no use of like you engaging yourself in any banter with anyone at all. If you express yourself like happiness around town and stuff, is okay, but still like going to cause havoc and stuff, no, it's very bad. And then to President Mahama, when President Akufo-Addo was in power, he exhibited certain things that the citizens were not so happy about. One, he didn't listen to us. Like anytime we come out to speak out, especially through demonstration and stuff, that is when they increase prices of stuff. That is when fuel prices will still increase. And so we are pleading with him that yes, we've seen something in you, and then we know that you can actually bring improvements into Ghana. We know that you do a lot, because even you came into power 4 years and you've done great things. And so certain things like this, you should pay close attention to it, like listen to the people, do the will of the people. And as I said, you shouldn't let anyone pressure you. Like I see Baumia telling him to say something about the violence when they were in power. Boku, how many times have they spoken about the clashes between Boku and those staffs? No one should come and give him pressure. He knows what to do at the right time, and so that's it. He should just feel comfortable and exhibit his authority, because now he has a lot of power. Even without the MPP parliamentary members in parliament, he can still pass a law. And so that's like, one, he should listen to the people of Ghana, and two, he should make sure that all the policies he's going to implement are going to be in favor of Ghanaians. And trust me, they will still vote for the NDC government next 4 years. Even if he doesn't come and then they bring in a new person. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, DJ Cham.
All right. So this is where I end the GA Trend live on Ghana Talks Radio. Once again, I go by the name DJ CHARM. Dolly DJ with a charming finger. Stay tuned at exactly 5:30 p.m. We go for our news in brief from I Want to Me. I can't succumb live on Ghana Talks Radio. Once again, I go by the name DJ Cham. Stay tuned. Have a good evening. Bye bye.